Hello, guys. Welcome to tonight's live stream. Tonight is day number 2 of our 2024 online business planning series. Hello. I'm going to wait to get some eyeballs and then we're going to go ahead and kick off. If you're here live with me right now, tell me how you feel. How do you feel after day number 1? And did you decide? Let me know if you decided. Were you with me on day number 1 or did you watch the replay and did you decide? Yesterday was a really powerful lesson or session, I should say. Not a lesson. All right, super excited. I'm gonna take a sip of water. Thanks for hanging out with me on Christmas Eve. Oh, hello. I will likely go live right around noon tomorrow. We'll wait and see. No promises on the time. Sunday likely won't go live. Monday, clearly it won't go live. And then on Tuesday, December 26th, I will definitely be back. I have some big things being announced on December 26th. So really excited. So, all right, guys, today we're going to talk about business planning, online business planning. We're day number 2. All right. So yesterday we talked about having to decide. We went through a lot of different things, wrapped up in 3 main steps. All right. If you missed day number 1, what I'm going to do after tonight is I am going to add day number 2 to the brand new playlist for this series. And then I will put the series playlist in the description so that you can catch up on these sessions, right? In case you're missing them, you need to go back and watch the replay. All right. So before we dive too deep into actually doing the work, all right, I contemplated on how I wanted to attack today. And then today's lesson, like really just came at me and it was perfectly clear, like why we need to actually address this. So we are going to talk about the mindset trap. Okay. I actually came up with this idea, or should I say I was inspired by this idea in one of my mentor sessions today with one of my members. And I know for a fact it's something that a lot of people go through. I myself went through it. And I think today is going to really like open up some things for you. And you're likely going to see how you've been a victim of the mindset trap yourself. All right. So it's not enough all by itself, right? So mindset. Okay. Mindset is not enough all by itself. Okay. I'm going to blow you away as we dive into this. All right. And believe it or not, mindset can actually plague your business from both sides. All right. Having like a bad mindset, so to speak, and having a good mindset, so to speak. Coming from either place, it can actually plague your business. Okay. And I have actually been a victim, so to speak, of having really great mindset. And it plagued my business. When we get to that point, you're likely going to see if you're someone like myself who feels like you always have a great outlook on things, you're always positive. Again, you feel like your mindset is on point. You're likely going to see where you might have been a victim, right, of the mindset trap as well. All right. So when it comes to bad mindset, and of course, make sure you have a notebook. All right. Because today is one of those days where if you did the work from yesterday and you really decided, the feedback I got from yesterday was amazing, right? By the way, it was amazing. And so I'm so excited for this series, and I look forward to this entire series to go on and serve thousands and thousands of people, right, over the year 2024. I really hope hundreds and hundreds, right, can watch this in between now and the first of the year so they can go into 2024 way more empowered with really great insight and really great steps. But my goal is just to get this in the hands of thousands and thousands of people who desire a breakthrough in 2024, right, for their online business earnings. If that's you, let me know. All right. So make sure you grab a notebook, grab a pen, because like I said earlier, we can't really dive into like, okay, Steph, I decided, now what's the next step? When we go through today, you're going to understand why we have to tackle this first. All right. So when we think about a bad mindset, All right. So basically, there is always a reason for why you can't. That's what I'm just characterizing as a bad mindset, right? Like no matter what's going on, you always manage to find, right, a reason for why you can't. Right. So this could be related to money. If you've always had an excuse about why you can't or why things are happening and it's money related, right? That could be an example, right? Of again, you're always being held back and you're always being stopped, right, by something. Believe it or not, even when we say it's money, believe it or not, that is a mindset issue. It's a mindset control. All right. Or it could be related to taking a ton of L's. When I was talking to one of my members today, right, he admitted, right, to like, because he's had so many L's behind him, that sometimes it messes with his ability to think bigger about going forward. And honestly, like a lot of things in life, until we can recognize that they have a hold of us or recognize like that's the thing that's stopping me, it's really, really hard, like almost impossible to get past it. All right. So sometimes like a bad mindset, where again, it's like basically there's always a reason, right, for why we can't move forward, why we can't succeed, why it's not a good time, why this isn't going to work for me, right? Like we can honestly say if someone had a conversation with us, right, and this was us, they would walk away thinking, man, like that person really has like horrible mindset, horrible thinking, right? Maybe sometimes they're not even good to be around. All right. Or when it comes to having a typical bad mindset, right, it can also be related to fear, right? Where sometimes as it relates to money or sometimes as it relates to the fact that you took a lot of L's, right? A lot of times it can be related to the fact of fear, right? That you have fear, not of success, right? But fear of what's going to happen. What if I fail? What if I decide wrong? What if I choose wrong? What if I invest my money wrong, right? What is my spouse going to say? What are my kids going to say? I used to hear this all the time, right? What if my coworkers discover my YouTube channel? Or what if my coworkers discover me on TikTok or on Instagram, right? So again, unless you like sit back and say, you know what, like, yes, I have fears in these areas and I need to release them. Again, that could be part of the issue, right? With again, always feeling like it's not going to work out for you or always having a reason for why it's not going to work out for you. Whether you are verbalizing that to a mentor, to a collaborator, to a colleague, to a coach, right? Or whether it's just the self-talk that you have, right? It's easy for each and every one of us to say, oh, I have a great mindset. Like I want to, a lot of times we think I want to make a lot of money. I believe anything's possible. Like we think that is a good mindset. Not necessarily true. Again, today's going to blow your mind. It's going to really put mindset in perspective, all right, in a big, big way. And I'm going to even expose myself a little bit, right, during today's live because I want to help you, right? I want to help you really be able to see yourself in this, recognize where you are on the spectrum when it comes to mindset, right? And then how to get you to a place where realizing at the end of the day, it doesn't matter, all right? Now, on the polar opposite, right, we have like the I ain't never scared mindset, right? Or the good mindset, right? I had fun when I wrote this out. I'm like the I ain't never scared mindset, right? That's what I like to tell myself all the time. I ain't never scared, right? I'll go out there and do it. I'll try it. I'll invest the money. I'll do whatever, right? I'll be the guinea pig, right? The I ain't never scared mindset. Basically, this is like uber positive, right? Not trying to like be too deep with word, but it's like the uber positive person, right? They always see the brighter side. Everything's up, right? I can do anything. Anything I touch turns to gold, right? Like that kind of mindset. Basically polar opposite from the person where again, it's like they always have a reason for why it's not going to work. It's doom and gloom. I would, but I can't. And, you know, the way my bank account's set up, you know, all of those kind of things, right? Polar opposite. All right. So what this basically looks like is just, I'll take the shots, right? So someone like this, the I ain't never scared mindset, right? The uber positive, like literally we can just characterize this as, this is the person that sits there and says, I'll take the shots, period. All right. Now, I want you to rate yourself for a second and you don't have to put it in the live chat. It's perfectly fine. All right. But when you think about one or the other, which one are you more like? All right, which one are you more like? Okay. And again, just for yourself, but it's important that you rate this. I can have a conversation with someone and know immediately, right, within 5 minutes or so of the conversation. And the mindset, like deciding to rate yourself bad mindset or I ain't never scared mindset has nothing to do with, are you a nice person? Are you a pleasant person? Has nothing to do with that. I know some really, really fine, nice people, but I'm like, that conversation can never happen again. Oftentimes people with like that bad mindset, here's the thing, and even sometimes people with the I ain't never scared mindset can really drain you, depending upon where it's coming from. All right, we're going to talk about action though instead, okay? So I don't want to dive too deep into that. All right. Now here's the trap, all right? So you've thought about where you are on the spectrum, right? You have that, okay? Here's the trap, okay? This is where we really dive deep. This is where you're going to begin to self-identify with what's going on in your business and maybe why it's actually going on, all right? Because again, if we can't get past this or recognize like where some of our deficits are, because can we all agree we have deficits if we're not where we want to be, right? If this was supposed to be, $250,000 a year, right? That's not where we are. There was a deficit this year, right? Not just with our numbers, but with our productivity, right? With us, there was a deficit, all right? So the person with the bad mindset, all right, remember there's just two. I'm not calling you a bad person, but I just wanted to keep it like as basic as possible. The person with the bad mindset, right, and knows it, okay? And that's the thing is like you know it, right? Will blame their mindset for not taking action, all right? Number one, they will convince themselves that they need to work on their mindset. Has that ever been you, right? Someone brings to your attention, right? Or you read a book or you jump on someone's live stream or a webinar or a week-long challenge and you're like, oh, that makes so much sense why I've been failing because I need to work on my mindset. Well, yeah, ding dong. You spent a whole week with someone that makes millions of dollars a year to tell people their problem is their mindset. Of course, you're going to walk away from a week-long workshop and really believe and or think that it's your mindset all by itself that has everything to do with why you are where you are. Like, let me know if that's not a huge wake-up call. You spend a week with someone in their private Facebook group with other people that are hoping to hear that it's my mindset so I can begin to work on it. And it's being presented by someone that makes a lot of money, right? By making people realize or believe that it's their mindset that's stopping them from everything in their life. Of course, you're going to walk away and believe it's your mindset. So a person with a bad mindset, and I've seen this, you guys, that's the only way I can speak to this. They will literally shut down everything that they were doing outside of like working their 9-to-5 job. They will shut down everything and use that as an excuse for why I just might need to kind of go behind the scenes and work on my mindset. Okay. So the person with this bad mindset will not take action because they believe they're sabotaging themselves or they're choosing wrong or they're doing wrong because their mindset is off. All right. They will do very little money activation work. All right. Because they've got to work all right here when all it is just procrastination. Right. Because you have a bad mindset, you decide now's the best time not to go ahead and start shooting your YouTube videos or to start doing your reels or to put together your systems because I just might do it wrong because my mindset is bad. My mindset is off. So I'm just going to go read a bunch of books and really work on my mindset. Has this ever been you? Right? Or they will classically start and stop, never finishing. Never finishing. Why? Because along our journey, people are constantly reminding us, right, how it's our mindset, it's our mindset, it's our mindset. What did I say earlier? Mindset is not enough all by itself. Mindset all by itself is nothing. Okay, mindset all by itself is not causing your failure. It's not causing your immobility. It's not causing your success. It's not doing anything all by itself. It's the way you decide to look at it and the way you decide to process it and what you decide to do with it, right, that makes a difference. All right. So that's somebody with, like I said, a bad mindset, right? Now, the person with the I ain't never scared mindset can also fall into this trap if not careful, right? Oftentimes, right, like just in passing or very passe, we're like, Yeah, they're failing because they need to work on their mindset, right? They got stinking thinking. We say all these individual things. When it comes to our business growth, there's literally only one thing, and I'm characterizing this one thing into this one thing that at the end of the day, we can take to the bank. And that's what we do in our business on a daily basis to drive it forward. Okay, we're going to dive deeper in just a moment. Let's talk about the person with the I ain't never scared mindset and how they can fall into this trap as well. This person, okay, now I'm talking about me right here. This is why I know this. This is why I know I was inspired to share this today. This person is not better than the person with the bad mindset. Not at all. Not at all. This person, though, mistakes positiveness with actually doing substantial work, right? Oftentimes they won't do enough. I want you to think about this for a second. Are you seeing yourself in any of these examples yet? This person can get very caught up in journaling, vibing, energy work, helping others, and creating plans. Right? We're so positive. We're so motivated. We're seeing the bigger picture. We're in our vision work. We're working our purpose, right? We try to do all things to help people. We're journaling our ideas. We're writing out our plans. Like we know $1 million is this many customers and blah, 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 right? We have journals upon journals and notebooks upon notebooks. And we're so positive. And we see the greater outlook, right? We're everyone else's cheerleaders. But this person can get caught up using so much positive energy in the wrong areas and not take enough action. Polar opposites. And if they allow their mindset as a condition to control their outcome or to control what they do or to control their feeling, their mood, both of them can reach stagnant places or places, right, where their business is not moving forward. And oftentimes for two different reasons. The person with the quote unquote bad mindset will basically seem like they're doing nothing. All right, because maybe they're behind the scenes reading and focusing and working and trying to figure out what's going on. Where the person with the I ain't never scared mindset, if they find that they're not where they want to be, right? Like if they feel like they're constantly striving, oftentimes, right? It's because their energy or their positivity, their mindset is focused wrong. So they appear to be very busy. They appear to be doing a lot. They appear to be, right, engaged in a lot of different things. And in a lot of instances, they're doing the things that they love and not the things that are necessary. So they do see the positive, right? They do have amazing vision, right? They definitely know the glass is half empty, half full, not half empty, right? They see things totally different than the person with the quote unquote bad mindset, right? But it's almost like they're just kind of like, oh my gosh, right? And they're not taking enough, right, of the right actions. Again, do you see yourself in either one of these scenarios right now? That's where I identified. When I was talking to the person I was mentoring today, and he was bringing up some things from his past, right, that has him kind of like, he was stuck, right? He was stuck until we had a conversation and until my session last night, he was stuck. And he was able to actually say why he was stuck. But as he was actually sharing, something just hit me and I'm like, but isn't that interesting? I see myself totally different than him in terms of like, I've had L's, but I've never let them stop me. Like I've had things, right, and they didn't stop me. However, right, sometimes I haven't taken all the action that I know I need to take because with all my positive energy, with all my positive mindset, right, I'm using it wrong inside of my business. I share this because, again, it's not mindset alone. You have to stop using it as a crutch or stop using it as an excuse. All right? Both are a trap if you believe mindset alone is the battle or is the culprit or is something that needs to be fixed or managed or whatever. It's a trap. There have been, please, you got to listen to this part. There have been so many positive people who have, there have been so many not so positive or negative people or bad mindset people that have won financially in a big way. If you were to talk to them, you probably would not want to talk to them because they're not all rainbows and sunshines. So they might not have the most positive of energy, positive of vibes, but they've won financially regardless. There have been very, very uber positive people who have met financial demise, who have not grown their business to the degree that matches their potential, who've been stuck, who had a hard time figuring things out. Uber positive people who've never amassed wealth. The mindset you should be striving for is a mindset of strategic action, of doing what needs to be done to get the results you desire. I'm going to say it again, minus the feelings. Because believe it or not, mindset is a feeling. When we go back to the person where we just kind of characterize as like the bad mindset, we talked about will convince themselves they need to work on their mindset. That's a feeling, right? And because they convince themselves they need to work on their mindset, they'll do very little money activation or money generating activities in their business because they don't believe it's going to work for them anyways because someone's convinced them they have a bad mindset. So it's just not going to work anyways. And they will classically do what? Start and stop, never finish, constantly invest into tons and tons and tons of stuff, thinking it's really the other stuff and not the simple fact they never sat down and just decided to finish. Remember, we also talked about the person with the bad mindset. Oftentimes it's related to money, right? In their mind, they really do believe like money, lack thereof, allocation of money, resources, financial situations, right, is always the culprit for why they can't do. Their bad mindset, oftentimes, right, in terms of like, there's always a reason for why they can't or why things won't work out. Oftentimes is also related to taking a lot of L's. Those are feelings. What did we talk about yesterday? What happened last year has nothing to do with your plans for 2024. It's literally in the rearview mirror. Has nothing to do with your plans for 2024. You could have goose egg in 2023 and decided to do $500,000 in 2024. So we go back down. Let's say this again. The mindset you should be striving for is not a mindset of I have a good mindset or I have a bad mindset. The mindset you should be striving for is a mindset of strategic action, of doing what needs to be done to get the results you desire, minus the feelings. The mindset of what do I have to do today? My whiteboard behind me, right? That's what I needed to do today. That's the best mindset I can have. Did I cross things off? Did I check off the box of things that had to be done today? When I wake up in the morning, right? Am I focused on whether or not it's going to be a good day, a bad day, if I have stinking thinking, right? Am I worried about that? Am I worried about the perfect morning routine? Or am I worried about what my strategic action plan of doing what needs to be done? Do I know what needs to be done? Do I have a plan to get done what needs to be done? Do I have written down what needs to be done? And do I know that it's backing my desire to get someplace? So if I'm on a weight loss journey, and right now, if that's the main thing I'm focused on, Am I waking up in the morning already with the strategic plan that today is Pilates, or today is strength training, today is arms day. Let me go eat my apple. Let me go drink my, my pre-workout drink. Like, is your mind already strategically working to get done the things that have to get done to support, right, the results that you desire minus the feelings? Can you wake up in the morning and say, gosh, why was my husband so loud this morning when he was getting ready? Can you wake up, have those feelings or that knowing that your husband was loud or your spouse was loud, and say, but you know what? It doesn't matter. Yes, I woke up 15 minutes earlier or 30 minutes earlier because they were loud. I could choose to be pissed off and mad and go fuss at them. But no, I got to go eat my apple, drink my pre-workout, get my clothes on, right? Get this workout in. Like, I have a strategic plan I got to follow to get the results that I desire. Same thing is true in our business. Again, minus the feelings. Do you see how this mindset is conducive to 6 figures in first quarter, or 10,000 in January, or $1 million next year? Do you see how this mindset's conducive? Do you see, because we said minus the feelings, it doesn't matter how you feel. Your mindset is a mindset of strategic action. Do you see why tonight was important before we start diving into the intricacies, right, of putting together, right, the individual bits of your business that are going to support what you decided on yesterday? Because if we start working on the intricacies, right, and you're like, but I don't have money for this, or I don't have time for this, or I have a negative spouse, or, but I don't know the tech, but do you see how without this, anything else we decide to cover, again, you're going to bring that mindset into this that's going to negate everything. All right. So no matter where you find yourself, okay, your business will only move forward if you do. Okay. Let me say that the right way. No matter where you find yourself, your business will only move forward if you do. What do I tell you guys? My husband always says, I know I tell y'all a lot, right? Facts don't care about your feelings. So let's go back to the last point. The mindset you should be striving to have is a mindset of strategic action doing. A mindset of strategic action doing, right? Doing what needs to be done to get the results you desire minus the feelings. So if we move forward and we say, no matter where you find yourself, bad mindset or I ain't never scared mindset, your business will only move forward if you do. So do you see how somebody with the I ain't never scared mindset could be in a trap as well for not getting what they need out of their business if they don't adapt a strategic mindset? So one, okay? Does your paycheck ride on your mindset? You work a 9-to-5 job right now. You clock into someone on a daily basis. They call themselves your boss. They write your paycheck. They deposit it into your bank account every 2 weeks. Does your mindset, okay, so whether you're on the bad mindset spectrum or the I ain't never scared mindset spectrum, you're one or the other. You take pauses in your business because you got to work on your mindset, all these individual things, right? We talked about this, but let me ask you a question. If we understand that no matter where we find ourselves, that our business will only move forward if we do, right? We got to do stuff. So if you're wondering if this is true or false, because all the gurus out there that are telling you it's your mindset, do you bring that, if you have stinking thinking, if you bring that to work, do you still get a paycheck? Why do you still get a paycheck every 2 weeks if you have stinking thinking and you bring that stinking thinking and limiting mindsets and limiters and all these doom and gloom, woe is me? If you bring that to your job, how do you still collect a paycheck every 2 weeks? Can someone type in, how do you still collect a paycheck every 2 weeks? How do you still manage to be able to pay the bills? How do you still manage to get a direct deposit every 2 weeks, right, if your mindset's so bad? You know how? Because you do something. You do whatever is required. day in and day out at your job, regardless of your mindset, to collect that doggone check. You do something. You could be the most negative, nastiest person of people. You collect a check, not because your mindset, but because you do something. Well, isn't that funny? Business is the same way. If y'all don't stop letting people tell you it's your mindset, it's not, it's your doing. It is your doing. A strategic plan that you work every single day minus feelings is going to trump mindset any day of the week. Any day. Is it nice to have a positive outlook? Absolutely. My mindset, my positive outlook, all those things, they make a difference with how I approach my business. But y'all, I've had this positive, outgoing mindset before and found myself doing very, very little of the stuff that mattered because I was throwing that energy, right, or using that mindset for things that weren't conducive to my business. That's why I said you have to manage this stuff because it can be just as destructive as a bad mindset. A bad mindset will likely do nothing, right? Where an I ain't never scared mindset is sitting here doing everything, but it's not what needs to be done to move their business forward. All right. And these are my notes, right? Nope. You getting paid every 2 weeks rides on your doing. It rides on you, and y'all, in some instances, it rides on you just clocking the heck in and doing virtually nothing. Some jobs you can get away with doing almost nothing. As long as you clock in, right, and they know you were there, and there's no monitoring system, you can get paid every 2 weeks by simply just showing up with your stinking thinking, with your bad mindset, right, and or doing your job. Doing your job. Right? Our businesses are the same way, y'all. Our businesses are the same way. So when you get here, right, when you get to this understanding, you minimize blaming and you realize it all comes down to what you will do. Period. When I really started getting strategic, which a lot of y'all that work with me, like you're starting to hear that and see that and much more that I do. Yes, there is an element of the esoteric stuff, kind of like the intrinsic stuff. There is an element of that. It's really small. It's not make or break. But the stuff that has you not learning, not developing, not showing up, making excuses. Can I tell y'all something? I've seen it from both bad mindset people and I ain't never scared mindset people. I've had people that are like, I ain't never scared, right? That kind of mindset, my kind of energy and vibe. I've had people just like that, right? Won't learn, won't do, won't change, won't evolve, won't transform, won't. And it's all lip service. There's no strategic planning. There's no strategic action taking, I should say. And I've had people that you would think with everything going on and with, again, sometimes even their, I don't know if this is going to work, pull off amazing things because they just decided to be a strategic action taker. They decided to show up. They decided to do. They decided to trust the process. So please don't find yourself in this trap where you're believing it's all mindset. No, boo-boo. I could sit down with you for 5 minutes and I would be able to tell you. First off, I could tell you what mindset you have, right? Again, on my scale of bad mindset or I never scared mindset, I could tell you. But I could also tell you, right, why your business is not where you want your business to be. Most people don't really want that truth. But I think by breaking it down the way I did tonight, you can figure out where you are, right? What's been holding you back when it comes to this mindset trap, and then get down to the root of what's going to drive your business forward in 2024. Because I believe each and every one of us And I say us, mine goal's bigger because my goal is 6 figures. My goal is 100,000 first quarter. But I truly believe from the people I know, y'all easily have $5,000 to $10,000 in you in January. If you're thinking bigger, fantastic. Fantastic. Then you think on that number. And if you're thinking smaller, I hope I inspired you. I don't think you necessarily have to decide upon stretching out how long it Okay. That's weird. I just think you have to decide. And again, that goes back to yesterday. All right. So when you get here, again, you minimize blaming. You guys, this is where, like, whenever I think about money, when we talked about the person with the bad mindset, how oftentimes, right, money's a factor somehow, right? And believe it or not, that's blame game. It's a blame game, right? Whatever your circumstances, conditions, you're blaming things. And the reason I say that, right, again, because it is mindset, is because I have met people, including myself, where even at times when money was a struggle, right, or I had to go into my husband and say, like, this is a really good, I need to do this, right? It was because I understood why. And I didn't want money to be the reason for why I didn't or why I couldn't. Just like, right? So if anyone ever thinks I'm just throwing that out there to be whatever way, I'm not. Because y'all, in 2007, what did I tell myself? When I was broke as a joke, I got started with the business model, praise God, that like fell in my lap and that was perfect for me at that time. I was able to get started, build my community. Like I felt like it was perfect for me at that time. But what did I tell myself like the first day out? I said, I'm going to make this my new way of life. It doesn't matter what I have to learn, what I have to overcome, what obstacles come my way. Those things are limiters, just like money. But some reason people get all funny about money, right? Oh, you don't understand. No, I do understand. But that's the thing. I do understand. I understand it's something that could have held me back along the way, just like not knowing the tech could have held me back along the way when I didn't know the tech, when I didn't know about this stuff. What if the first person that came to me, Staten, and said, Steph, that's great, you're making money, but you're not building a list. And what if I would have been like, what do you mean I'm not building a list? Did you see how many sales I got last month? Do you see how that conversation could have went somewhere totally different? I ain't got time to take to learn the tech. You're hating on me. Right? You just want me to slow down. Do you see how that could have went totally different? But I was like, oh, that makes sense. I learned something, didn't know how to do it, and I went and learned it. Right? Not letting anything. And so when we think about, again, our mindsets, right? Yes, those things could be factors in each and every one of our lives, whether we have a bad mindset, right, as identified from today's call, right, or I ain't never scared mindset. But the way that you approach them, and then when you remember, wait a second, it's not even about the money. It's not about what I know. It's not about the tech being hard for me. It's not about the way I feel I look on camera. Like, it's not about these things, right? Again, I'm doing this for good mindset, and I ain't never scared mindset, right? Because each person could be facing these things. Am I correct? Is it only bad mindset people, right, that have issues with resources or issues with tech or issues with showing up or issues with any of these things that could potentially hold us back? No. But if each person deals with them and then we're like, wait a second, but Steph told me the mindset I need to be focused on is the mindset of strategic action taking. So based upon what I want, right, how do I put together a strategic plan and then focus on strategic action taking, right, to manifest the outcome that I desire? Now we take our mind off of, well, if my life wasn't this way, and if I didn't have all these financial obligations, and if the tech just wasn't so doggone hard, and if I didn't have to keep learning things, if the internet didn't keep changing, and if YouTube didn't like me, and they say Instagram likes white blonde women, and if you take all that out of it, right, you're like, no, right? We're all given our equal share, our equal dose, but this is what I want, right? I want to do 10,000 in January. Here's my plan. Now, how do I wake up every single day and work the strategic action? Planning's great. And we're going to, the rest of this whole, series is going to be on the bits for you to take action on. But if you don't get this handled right and understand, nothing matters outside of a mindset of strategic action, of doing what needs to be done to get the results you desire, minus the feelings. Minus the feelings. Then anything else that I share means nothing, right? It means nothing. All right. I really hope like tonight has inspired you. If you popped on late, make sure you go back, watch the replay. All of these are going to actually be on a playlist. My goal is that by between now and the end of the year, so like 8 more days, 9 more days, hundreds of people discover this and watch these lessons to help them go into 2024 positioned and set up and decided, right? And a plan in place, and the mindset of strategic action taking decided upon to get exactly what they want out of first quarter. Can we just focus on the quarters, you guys? Can we just focus on the quarters first? All right. Yes, we have a big vision, right? But you know what? It's even a tad scarier when you focus on the quarters, right? Because if you break down your goal by quarters and then by months, like you realize, okay, it's fun to focus on like, $1 million in 12 months. But then when you chunk that down and you're like, oh, that means, right, for first month, right? And it doesn't need to be every month is equal, because really the way it works is, let's say you're starting from zero or you're just starting to build momentum. You likely might do less initially because you're building up momentum, right? And momentum will keep carrying over to kind of snowball. So just because you don't do 1/12 of your goal in January doesn't mean your goal is off, which is, again, why we need to track and all those individual things. Again, come hang with us in my mentorship, right? This is the stuff we work on a little bit more deeper, right? But you want to set yourself up, right, for hitting a big significant number in January. Can we agree upon that? Like you want January, like you want to go all in on January, right? And like all of the areas, again, strategic action taking, not just strategic planning, strategic action taking. All right. So again, I want this series to reach hundreds and hundreds of people by the end of the year. And I want it to help thousands of people, right, in the year 2024. So I do have a special playlist that I've set up for this. I'll add this to that playlist when I'm all done here, and it will be on my main channel. So you'll see 3 playlists on my main channel. Feel free to share the playlist if you believe it can bless others. If anyone is, you're in the roadmap with me, and or passive profit millionaire, and you're leveraging our mentorship community, feel free to share the replays, with people in your life that you believe need to hear this. If you are building an email list, feel free to share these replays with them. Let them know what they have the potential to be involved with and how they can get mentorship for free for all of 2024 by deciding to purchase the course, from you right now. Like, I just really believe a lot of people need to get their hands on the information being shared, in this series. I love that I'm doing this for free. I'm not worried about gatekeeping. I'm not worried about, well, what if the people that watch this don't do business with me? Because enough people will do business with all of us, right? They just need the information. They need to understand this stuff, right? This is the stuff that's going to give them confidence to go confidently into investing into themselves and or finally taking action or believing that they can trust the tech and learn the tech and do the work in their business, right? Like, this is the stuff I truly believe is going to build up confidence in a lot of people. All right. If you're on, quote unquote, the outside looking in right now, you're like, I want to learn digital marketing stuff. I want to learn how to make money online. I want to get an online business set up for myself. right? I want to create my own economy in 2024 and beyond, right? I'm going to encourage you, go to the link down below in my description. Again, if someone referred you here, go back to them. All right, go back to them. You're going to get the same mentorship, everything that they get, right, when you buy from them. All right. But go to the link down below, Make Money Online with Steph.com, and you will see the courses that I recommend. All right. In this season, in my life and in my business is all about helping people to simplify learning digital marketing and learning the business of online business. Where this space used to be really complicated and hard, and more people sat on the outside wishing that they could be a Frank Kern or Russell Brunson or, Ty Lopez, or a lot of these people that you may have seen in the digital marketing space, right? Ryan Deiss, right? And you're like, I wish I could get my piece of the pie, right? I wish I could get my piece. Amy Porterfield, Marie Forleo, so many people, men and women that I can bring up, right? That have done exceptional work in this space, right? And maybe you've made an excuse for why they were able to succeed. And you're like, I could never do what they do. Well, you might not ever do what they do. Maybe you weren't designed to. But what if you could get your piece of the pie? Is that not powerful? Like, what if you're not supposed to be a Marie Forleo or an Amy Porterfield, or a Frank Kern or Russell Brunson or Ryan Deiss? Or what if you're not supposed to be like them? But what if there is a share or a piece of the pie in this digital space that's yours and that can be yours? Well, these courses have actually simplified the way that we learn digital marketing, the way we apply it to our business, right? And the way that we help other people learn about this as well. And we've simplified the process of earning as well. Why? Because along with teaching you a simplified way to all of this stuff where anyone can understand it, anyone can grasp it, anyone can begin to apply it, we've also simplified the way that you earn, where you can actually sell these courses as your own. And that's exactly how I got started in 2007. It wasn't my intention. I knew nothing about making money online, but I just happened to luck up on an ebook and a business system that I invested in. I read it. It blew my mind. It got me excited about making money online. And it gave me an opportunity to turn right back around and sell that ebook to others. And the money they paid me in terms of each customer came directly into my PayPal account. Third day in business, I made my first sale. 30 days in business, I made 28 sales. My life was changed in terms of like, wow, people that don't know me will buy from me if I just follow a process. So essentially in these courses, that's what you learn. You learn digital marketing, right? And the business of online business and how to get set up very, very quickly to begin getting your share, right? So our opportunities are all about learning and positioning yourself to earn, whether you take the information and create your own opportunities through digital products or services or whatever you want to do, right? Or whether you take the information, get so empowered and motivated and excited that more people need this information, and you go out to the world, you pick a platform and you begin to share your excitement for these courses, right? To help other people. And when someone decides, oh my gosh, I'm so glad that I found your channel. I'm so glad that I found your TikTok. I'm so glad that I found your Instagram, right? Because I want to learn how to make money online. And they decide to buy the course directly from you. Well, guess what, boo-boo? You earn the money directly. That could be $500 or that could be $340, or it could be $840, depending upon how you're positioned to sell the courses that I personally recommend. All right. Does that sound exciting or what? Yo, I laid that out there smooth. I don't even know where that came from. But that's what we do. We essentially simplify digital marketing. We simplify making money online so that anybody can do it now. So you don't have to sit back and marvel at how these people talk about building an email list. You'll learn how to build an email list. You don't have to sit back and marvel at how people talk about making money on using reels or video, or you'll learn exactly how to do that. You no longer have to sit back and marvel, right, at how people talk about, oh, this weekend I was on vacation and I made $10,000 while on vacation because I had a funnel. Guess what, boo-boo? You too can have a funnel set up. These courses teach you, right, how to set up automations that can make you money 24/7, 365. If you just knew how to set them up. Y'all, is this exciting or what? Like, where's my link? I want to buy again. I wish this was here when I got started. Because this just makes so much doggone sense the more and more that I say it. But again, that's why I do what I do, right? That's why I do what I do. Is because I want more people to know that where you thought it was complicated, where you thought you had to go out there and do all of this market research, and that you had to do all of this crazy lengthy work, and where it had to take you months and months and months to get set up, that you can actually be set up for online business success as fast as you want to be quite honest with you. And then the continuous learning process, being a student of this, it just continues for you because number one, you have access to the expansive courses and community that will continue to teach you. And word on the street is that my mentorship community is really the cherry on top. I heard it again today, and it almost made me want to cry. Steph, I love the roadmap, but it's your mentorship. Your mentorship is game changing. Your mentorship is taking me to the next level. Your mentorship is what people really need. And it's because I love what it is that I do. And in all sincerity, as simple as this sounds, I just want more people to get it. To get it and to get it for themselves and to do what they want and what they will with this information. That's what it's about for me. Use this information to change your own life by creating a business, right, that's at the high service of other people. Even if it is simply selling the courses to them, because you know if somebody wants to make money online, they need the information, right? Or maybe you decide to take something more out of the courses and you get inspired to do some other things. The likelihood is that inspiration or whatever that guidance is, right, that feeling you have, it's because in some way that's serving other people and you'll make money that way. But what I love so much about these courses is that even if you go through the courses and you're like, oh my gosh, I feel so inspired to write my own guide or write my own ebook or create my own course, or I had this inspired idea for a membership. You know what's so beautiful about it? The courses, right? Both of them will help you in getting those things set up. But you know what's even amazing? You instantly get the opportunity and the income stream of selling this course as your own. So imagine you have a membership, right? And let's just say as an example, your membership, I'm gonna blow your mind here. This is just a little peek inside of like why the mentorship is so important, because I just get these ideas. But let's say you decide to have a membership, right? Maybe you're a homeschooling mom, right? And you're like, oh, I've homeschooled for 5 years and I have a whole success track and I love homeschooling and I've been able to help other women, you know, moms or parents in my community homeschool with success without losing our minds. And I've been helping people for free for the past 2 years. And, you know, I'm ready to, you know, I'm ready to set up a membership to help other people. So you set up a membership, right? You use the training to get out there to begin attracting other people that are like losing their minds, right, over homeschooling, or they're exploring the idea of homeschooling. And they fall upon your information. They're like, you know what? I think this membership community is exactly what I need. Right? Let me get the help before I lose my mind. They come into your membership, right? They're paying you, I don't know, $10, $20 a month, nothing major, right? You end up racking up a lot of people. You're making a sizable income from your membership. And someone pops up, or people start to pop up, and they're like, I see what you did here, girl. I see you. Right? You started homeschooling, you got really good at it, and you set up an online business for yourself. How did you do this? Instead of you having to say, oh, well, come on over for coffee or tea, or let me jump on a Zoom, or let me teach you one-on-one, you can say, you know what, honestly, I learned everything from this course. Did I just blow your guys' mind? I learned everything. Do you see how like digital marketing is digital marketing? And whenever you have a community of people, there's always going to be a percentage that want to know what you did or what you do. How did you set this up? They're going to be inspired by your work. And if you don't think you start having success, even if it's not digital marketing related, right? This woman has a membership. I'm just making this up, right? In terms of what she has a membership for homeschooling, has nothing to do with the digital marketing world, but she learned how to set up a business. And someone behind the scenes, probably very much like myself, is like, wait a second. I'm paying $22 a month, right? Do I have my phone in here? No, I don't. I'm paying $22 a month so I don't lose my hair with homeschooling. And this woman has 1,275 other people paying her $22 a month, right? Let me just do the math on that. 22 times 1,275. Yeah, so she's making $28,000 a month to help us not lose our hair homeschooling. Yeah, you know what? I've been thinking about starting on my business. I think I'm going to go to her and ask her how she did this. Do you guys not think people don't think this way? Of course they do. I do it anytime I'm in a paid container. I'm like, I'm paying this mentor X amount of dollars, right? There are X amount of us that are in here. Yeah, I'm in good company because I'm learning directly from the person that's doing this doggone thing. And so now this person, right, that's earning $28,000 a month from her membership, people start to pop up and say, I want to learn how to do what you do. Well, guess what? Now she has a passive income stream set up where she can say, well, I learned directly from the roadmap. I learned directly from this course. And so now every single time someone wants to learn, she pops $500 just like that. Did you just see the bigger picture for why this as an opportunity? It's an entire opportunity. It's a learning opportunity. It's going to better yourself. It's going to equip you for success. And along the way, depending upon how you build your business, you're likely going to inspire people one way or another. So if you decide to go your own way with the information and build something, right, that's entirely inspired from within, or a passion that you've had, you begin to build a community or a tribe, there are going to be people that are like, hey, how did you learn this stuff? And instead of trading time for dollars to teach them, or like a lot of people do, give your information away for free, you can be 100% honest with them and say, I took a chance on myself one day and I bought this course and it's taught me everything that I know. Here, you can go check it out. If you're serious about starting online business and learning this stuff, this is where you can learn it from. Yeah, that's the opportunity we have. That's the seriousness of these courses. Do you see how it's so much bigger than buy a course to sell the course? It's life-changing stuff, right? It's life-changing stuff. So if you want to learn more about making money online, you got to learn digital marketing and you got to learn the business of online business. That's just the way it is. And if you want to shorten your learning curve and shorten your earning curve, and you want to be in really, really excellent company, these courses are definitely your path. You get all of the learning that you need, all of the resources, all of the tools, all of the instructions, all of the guidance. Both courses come with their own community, right, of awesome people, like-minded people. And then when you decide to grab one of the courses before the 31st, you also get my mentorship community and support community for all of 2024 for free. Okay, that will not be the case in 2024. The mentorship will be an added on component, right, that somebody will have to invest into if they desire mentorship and support in that way. Okay, it's free right now when you decide to take action before January 1. All right, so go to makemoneyonlinewithsteph.com, right? Learn about the courses. I have 3 options that are there, right? One is for the roadmap, one is for Passive Profit Millionaire, and one gives you access to both. It's already bundled up, and I do accept Afterpay and Klarna. All right, so if you need to split out your payments or spread out your payments, all right, those are available to you as well. All right, so you can actually get started for a little bit amount of money, all right, and then have your payments spread out to help you with getting started. Outside of the investment for the courses, okay, there's no extra expenditures unless you need a domain name, in which case, worst case scenario, you can grab one for like $15 for the entire year. If you're brand new, you've never had a domain name, you can go to Google and type in GoDaddy coupon code, and you likely can find a domain name for maybe $1 or $2 for the entire year, right? Thank you, right? You're welcome. All right, you're welcome. So go get all the information in your hands. If you have any questions at all about which one will suit me better, I'll tell you right now. If you're brand new to all of this, if a lot of what I've shared from the digital marketing standpoint or online business standpoint, right, seems like gibberish, right, then you need the roadmap. You need to learn digital marketing. You need to learn the basics. You need to learn the foundation. Like, you need to learn automation tools, all of this. That is what I would highly recommend. All right. If you've gotten your feet wet in the digital space and you're like, no, Steph, I am locked in on creating some very simple digital products and selling them very directly on social media, right? Then Passive Profit Millionaire is what I recommend. If you're like, Steph, I want both, right? Your budget allows it, go for both. And then you can set your business up just like I have my business set up at makemoneyonlinewithsteph.com. My bundle deal, right, is not just bundled in terms of you can buy them together. I also give you 11 additional master resale right digital products that you can sell as your own. All right. On December 26th, you're going to see why this is so amazing. All right. You're going to get that bundle of products. They're already created in Canva. They're gorgeous. They're ready for you to rebrand and begin to resell. And I give you bonus funnel. So you'll get my exact funnel for makemoneyonlinewithsteph.com. You'll get training on how to put the bundle together. You'll get my email campaigns for both programs. All you got to do is just click a button and they're instantly installed into your marketing system. And you have some other goodies in there as well. Okay. On December 6th, the extra goodies, right? I'm going to talk about those a little bit more because I'm making something available to anyone that wants a little some extra in their business. All right. But take action. All right. Take action, getting where you fit in. I hope that's a great explanation of who the courses could pertain to, depending upon where you are. My recommendation is that like everyone get the roadmap because you need what's in there. It's going to be like your Bible for making money online, not just for 2024, but for many years to come. All right. For many, many years to come. So many people that I am encountering online, they're using the roadmap as like the foundation for their business. And they may be offering other things, but it always comes back to, this is where I learned this. The roadmap changed my life, right? I've done X amount of dollars in X amount of time because of this. And it's not because of the program. It's because we've condensed and organized the way that you get to learn this to make it very simple. And if we can condense our learning curve, then guess what? If you're an action taker, like we talked about tonight, strategic action taker, then we can also condense our earning curve. And that's brilliant, you guys. That's a beautiful, beautiful thing. And that's what we need if we're talking about life-changing income in 2024. Can someone just type in life-changing income in 2024? All right. So again, makemoneyonlinewithsteph.com to get all of the details in your hands, right? If you have any questions, all you got to do is hit reply on any email that you receive once you request information from me, right? Let me know your question. I'll be more than happy to answer it, to connect with you, and to hopefully welcome you into the community. All right. You guys have a fantastic night. I am going to do my very, very best to hop on tomorrow, likely around noon. I will probably not go live on Sunday, right, which is Christmas Eve. I might, who knows, I might, and whoever can pop on because I think I want to stay in my flow. On Christmas, I will not go live, but I will definitely be back on December 26th. You can count on it, all right, because I got some goodies in the works. All right, have a fantastic night, you guys. I hope you're leaving better than when you came. If you didn't do the work from day number one, go do the work, right? Or, make some notes or journal, whatever you got to journal around from what we talked about today, and get yourself primed to begin taking action on our next sessions, right? Again, to help you go into 2024 with the bang. All right. Have a fantastic night, you guys. I'll see you guys back tomorrow. Bye-bye.